Teresa, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. Today we're going to be doing some gel printing and I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to create this lovely, funky, colourful, collaged clock face. It has a battery operated clock movement in there, so it is a fully functional working clock, ideal for sprucing up your craft room or indeed for giving as a gift for somebody. So I'm going to clear this out of the way. I'll get set up for my printing and I'll be back to show you how it was made. As always, I'll begin with a quick rundown of the items that I'm using today. Now, if you already have a whole stash of prints that you want to use up, then go ahead and just use those prints. Don't worry about creating any more. I'm going to add a few more to my stash today. I mean, I've got a fair few in the drawer, but I just fancied having a play as well, so I'm going to create some new ones today. So this is my 8 by 10 inch Gelly Arts gel printing plate. I'm using that today. The paper I'm using is just some that was out of a sketchbook. It's sort of a medium weight. It's heavier than a printer copier paper, but it's lighter than something like a watercolour cardstock. So, you know, just something not too heavy, not too thin. Use whatever you've got. If you're using prints that you've already got, I would suggest that you try and use ones that are all on the same sort of weight cardstock or paper, just simply so you'll get a smoother finish when you lay them down. If some are considerably thicker than others, it might look a little uneven. The brayer I'm using, I've grabbed my Speedball rubber brayer, using that today. I have a selection of acrylic paints and I've got Hansa yellow light, blue green light, Napful red light, Cobalt turquoise hue and quinacridone magenta. They're all from the DecoArt Media Fluid acrylic range. I've also got some white. This is just some DecoArt Americana white. And for mark making, I have one of the Carabel Studio texture printing plates, art printing plates, and essentially a bit like a giant rubber stamp, specially designed for using on jelly plates, just to sort of help add some more pattern and detail. And I've got a few stencils, just grabbed a few stencils. This large one here is by Joggles, and it does have a number is 10-33772, but if you look in there, like, I think it's the 9 by 12 inch size of the Joggles own brand stencils category, you should find it in there. Another one of the Joggles stencils is this one, which I've cut this into 3 separate pieces, but it does come as one large stencil, just like that, because it's sort of got the 3 different designs on it. And then I've got a couple here, which I'm not entirely sure. I believe they're Dilution stencils, but I don't know. Just a nice sort of random geometric background. I can pop both of those on my plate and use those side by side. Obviously today we're creating a clock, and this one is by a company called Artemio. They're based in Belgium. They do sell throughout various different craft stores, both online and local craft stores. And this is just basically a clock blank. Comes with the hands, comes with a little battery pack on it. I'm just going to be using that. You could repurpose an existing clock that you perhaps have in your house already, but you should be able to buy these quite easily online, or say Amazon, somewhere like that. You can definitely buy clock movements and hands, so even if you ended up cutting the face from some heavyweight cardboard, or used like a canvas board or something, I'm sure there's a way of creating your own clock blank. Obviously I'll be using some glue or something to attach our pieces to the clock blank. And for the numbers on the clock, I've dug out some very old scrapbooking supplies, and these were American Crafts thickers, which are like chipboard letter stickers. As you can see in the packet, they all have lost their stickiness. So I keep looking for ways to try and use these up before I have to throw them away, and I'm going to be using some of the numbers out of these. Whether I leave them gold or whether I paint them black, we'll leave that to be seen once we've collaged the clock face and decide what looks best. But to begin with, I'm just going to start creating some prints so I've got something to work with. Not doing any specific technique here today, just doing some layers of the stencil with the texture plate. So I'll probably just speed this up, use whatever techniques you like. If you want some ideas, I have a whole playlist of gel printing videos, so go take a look, and if something catches your eye there, then go ahead and do that. And also I will pop a link up in the corner. I used this technique on a picture frame either last year or the year before. Really loved it. Still have that on display in my house. So yeah, do go check that out as well if you get a chance.
Feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes.
So these are the prints that I've ended up with today. Nothing spectacular in themselves, but absolutely perfect for what I'm going to use them for. I've got some nice sort of variation of colour and tone and pattern across all of them, and once they're cut into little strips, I think there's going to be some real nice sort of interest and contrast between them all. Now I need to just remove the hands and clock movement from my clock base here. That's quite a simple process. I just take the little pin out of the end, take the hands off and unscrew the nut. So I can do that and get the clock face ready. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these prints into strips, narrow strips, I'd say approximately 1 centimetre wide, something like that. They don't all have to be perfectly the same width, but they do need to be straight because we need them to fit next to each other. So I've cut myself a selection of strips here. I can always go and cut some more if I need to. And I'm going to be adhering these to the clock face using some matte medium. If you've got just like a good strong PVA glue or something like that, it should be absolutely fine. But matte medium, gel medium, they're all pretty good and they tend not to crinkle up the paper too much. You could even use like a Mod Podge, something like that. So I've got a paintbrush to apply it. And I'm literally going to apply them all over the face. They're going to be extending over the edge. I can trim that afterwards the same way that I will trim the hole in the centre as well.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine. No, this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
So we need to just let that dry. As soon as that's dried, I'm going to flip it over and just trim around the edge, make the hole in the centre, and then I'll see about positioning the numbers and replacing the hands and the clock movement. So here's my finished clock. I did decide eventually to colour the numbers in black so that they stood out better. The gold just didn't show up very well on the pattern background, and the black coordinates well with the black hands of the clock movement. Because the numbers were so big, I didn't want to put all the numbers of the clock face on there. So just to denote where the others would go, I've used these little dewdrops, as they're called, from Artful Days. And they're just little plastic beads, really little round plastic beads, come in different colours, and say these were just some I had in black. I'd originally looked for some flatback gems, but I didn't have any in black, but these are absolutely perfect and just coordinate and finish off the project. So I hope you found this useful. I hope that you've found inspiration for using those prints that you've got stashed in a cupboard somewhere. Maybe you've got lots of little offcuts. If you've been making cards, you've probably got strips left off the side of prints. And this is a great way for using up those little bits and pieces. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I shall see you again soon. But for now, that's all. Bye.
Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can